everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we're going to go through the dev insights that were posted on the 28th. Alright, so I'm a couple days behind, but I figured I would focus the weekend for summoning, because that's what all the hype is all about, let's be honest. So I didn't feel like it was too big of a deal to wait a few days for this one. I'm not sure if we have any Forerunner server news since I last recorded, but the last set of Forerunner server news, that was a tongue twister, was on the 20th about stuff coming for the 21st. That involved increasing gleaming meteorite drops in Void Rift. Let's see, those are all related to, yep, Void Rift, and then another feature for saving gear and artifact info in Arena auto fights. Commanders with the historical highest rank of Platinum 1 or higher can choose to save their current lineup's gear and artifact info when auto fight record after PvP battle. Oh, so you have to be active in Arena in order to save your gear. That's funny. To prevent commanders from accidentally triggering built-in full-screen gestures like app switching on mobile devices, a new option has been added to settings called Hero Panel Spacer. This option is disabled by default after the update, but you can enable it in settings. Anyway, alright, well, this little quick update is just really nice to see that they're adding more gleaming meteorites for stuff. And it looks like along with that, added a new view guides button for failed challenges and some gear raids, redirecting to the community for corresponding guides. All right, I like that. That's good for supporting content creators and the community, so that's fun. I'd really like to see that. All right, so that was, again, the 20th, but let's go dive into our dev insights from the 28th. I'm going to read through all of these, and as I go, I will pick out the ones that I feel like have a good discussion, a decent answer, or are just, yeah, be a good comment or question. So the first one's interesting. I didn't really even notice, but now yeah. So please update Hell's Lament set bonus or let exclusive hero gear work with multiple set bonuses. It's such a bummer to get that set, except for Salazar, I guess. We will enhance Hell's Lament set soon. Everyone can give feedback once the new version is live. So they're going to be enhancing Hell's Lament as a set. That's good to see. Let us ascend the new sets, or to the new sets, like Annihilating Might, Going to Wicked Vengeance, Salvation to Light's Grace, Curse to Cataclysm, and Fracture to Hell's Lament. We have already noted this issue and will discuss it. So hopefully it's a change that could come soon. This is actually funny because I noticed Odd1 said this to me. He was like, wait, where'd the enhanced button go? Why'd they get rid of that? They changed the way the enhanced gear filters are. So this says bring back the height enhanced option on the gear screens. Thanks. It is there. You just don't see it. It's very tiny. In the filters, when you're looking to sort things, there's like a plus 4 to 12, or 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16 or something like that. And it's really tiny, so, or like up to 12, up to 16, up to, I don't know. It's small and you barely notice it, so I could see why a lot of people just think they got rid of that button for hiding enhanced or not. But it is there. It's just weird. There are a few like comments about resources in the game, one of them being gold, like the fact they give such little gold as a reward for some things, like Hyperion and random stuff. And they do say like, we see the gold production is sufficient, so that's something they won't be changing. And they also kind of say the same thing here with exclusive gear, like that the gear is pretty good, so they won't be adjusting the probability of getting it. I think the probability is totally fair. I mean, when you do a 10 pop, you usually get 1. And if you don't, it's a high. I feel like it feels pretty unlikely that you're going to do like 4 10 pulls and not get a single one. I did somewhere I got 3 in 1 pull. And yeah, it's supposed to be a bit special. I don't think they should be shoving it in our faces so much. It kind of takes away from the point that it's special. But I think every 10 pop getting 1 is okay. I mean, I average out to that. There was some 10 pulls I got none, some 10 pulls I got 2 or 3. So I think it's a pretty fair rate as well. So I have to agree. I think the probability is okay. So they do state here about, like, this person's talking about the missing the mark with the exclusive gear. You get a comment exclusive and it has healing effect and you're like, bruh. Or you get an arrogance one and it's nearly identical with healing and HP. And it's like, it should feel special. It should fit the heroes. However, like, their reply is, the randomness of exclusive gear is still pretty high, unlike the less random ancient gear. We do have to, I think that's a point, and which I already noticed, so I didn't really think much of it, is the exclusive gear, for one, it comes a lot easier than ancient gear to my experience so far. And it's not ancient. It's not glowing. It's not guaranteeing special stats or anything. So it is just as random as everything else. Which, again, I think it's fair because there's only so many heroes that they gave exclusive gear for. Like, I have like 4 pieces for Volca. So I'm just going to pick the best one. You can't put the same piece of gear in the same slot on a hero multiple times, right? So I think it'd be weird if everything was perfect every roll. I think we expect... If they just give us exactly perfect gear, then there's no need to farm. These kind of games always want to give you more reasons to keep farming. They can't let it be too easy to get perfect gear, or yeah, then it would defeat the purpose of all the other gear on your account or farming for other stuff, other dungeons, etc. I don't know. I like getting I like getting random gear, and I think it makes it more feel more satisfying when you finally do get that perfect piece. At least with the exclusive heroes. I don't think they should be perfect. They're a little bit more rare, yes, but the set bonuses that come with them are pretty unique for some of them. So even that alone is worth putting that on a hero sometimes. But I don't know. I personally never expected them to be perfect pieces every single time yet. Because they're also, again, not ancient. They're not glowing. If they were ancient and exclusive, then yes. Right? I think that's fair. If they were ancient and exclusive, then we expect them to have at least 3 amazing stats that fit the hero. Oh, I'm kind of sad about this, guys. So this next one is something we've talked about a lot since probably day 1 of doing Dev Insights, day 1 of feedback for the game. Unlocking a hero should also unlock his or her portrait icon so we can use it as an avatar. Or maybe at least if you have the A5 of a hero, right? Or if you have the A5, the avatar glows a little. Like, do something interesting with having the heroes. To be fair, I could see once you get the A5 of a hero, you get their avatar. Right? I think that would be cool, because that'd be like a fun way to show off, haha, like, I'm fancy with this hero. Like, Lust could be my avatar, because I have an A5 Lust, which is, like, crazy and cool and exciting. Or for your favorite epics, even, for, like, some people really love Idril, right? She's amazing, so you want Idril to be your avatar. Once you have an A5 Idril, you can have her as your avatar. Doesn't have to be the legendaries. But they do reply saying, we will not add hero avatars for now. I'm sad that they're actually not going to do that anytime soon. It's such an easy fix. You literally have the PNGs and the character portraits of all your heroes in the game. As it is, just change the ratio to a square, or the proportions. The ratio to a square, a 1-to-1 ratio. Make it an avatar. Job done, everyone's happy with a new feature that took you, like, no effort. Come on, Winston. This is such an easy thing that would be, like, a little excitement for the community and would take 0 effort. Someone could do this in 1 day. Just import all of your hero Like the PNGs we get as content creators, just import them in the game. Job done. This is such a silly reply. Okay, whatever. I'm sad about that one. All right, new guild banners, more icons, more colors. We're so limited right now, and only the top guilds are getting new exclusive banners for their guild, which is fine. But give us more for the fashion game and all representation of the guild. Most guilds have a theme that suits their guild name, but it's currently just not as possible. They said we will continue to enrich banner designs in the future. I did like that we have the cool little, if you were in the top whatever from the special Guild Wars tournament, that we got to get a flag design. All right, I think these are a couple good comments as well. So like we need the ability to turn off the green check mark for cooking recipes. There's some recipes I just don't want to waste resources on, but the green check mark is always there. Let us pick and choose what we get notifications for, like you do with various items in the event shops. So it should be easy to implement since you guys already have the code for a feature like that. They say we will improve this experience. And then the War Room, which is also another new recent feature, brings nothing of value besides adding more clicks and more loading. Adding stuff back to the gear raid screen, if not removed from the War Room just remove the War Room entirely. They said we've noted your suggestion and will simplify the process to reduce the number of steps in the future update. Yeah, the War Room just confuses me. It's a good idea to group things together, but I don't know. Sometimes there's a red dot there that I don't care about, but again, you want to control, or like you want a red dot on Void Rift and Titanic Ruins on Sunday when it resets, but I don't want a red dot on it any other day. I know I've got to do Void Rift still. I know I have to do Void Rift Epilogue. I don't need a red dot for it. It's not mandatory to finish right now, you know, so I don't like those red dots personally. Unless it's a warning you because it's about to reset. Alright, regarding the shops, can we get the dungeon store currently only accessible by going through the gear dungeon 1 and 2 menu? Available in the dwarf store, the Dwarven Association. Having to go into multiple different menus to access different stores is poor quality of life feature that could easily be rectified. They say thank you for your feedback. We have made improvements to this next version. It will be released in the upcoming update. Yeah, that's one of those things I found really funny too. I'm playing King Arthur Legends Rise for my other channel. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, head on over there. If you haven't picked a content creator to support, they have a support little program that, yeah, is cool as well. And the thing, they have that too, where if you want to go to the clan shop, you got to go within the clans. If you want to go to the arena shop, you got to go within the arena. There are 2 shops, like one's for the Forbidden Dungeon and one for the special event that are deep in the menu of where you spend money, so it's confusing. You wouldn't even realize there's a shop there. And then there is you have to go to the Forge to use the Forge shop. You have to go to the, what is it? The market to use the market shop. Like every shop is just in different places, which I guess makes sense in the way they have it like a base builder where you click on that building as if you're going to that building. But it's not, if I get the idea, if we physically had to walk around like AFK Journey or Dragonair, you walked to the market, you walked to the blacksmith, you walked to the whatever, the docks to get whatever. Okay, then it makes sense to have shops in different places because it's like an immersive experience. You're physically walking around, you're going to the shop. But in these kind of games, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We don't need it. Put them all just shops. Give us all the shops in one place. Spending one tab, not spending another tab. Actually, I think that's one thing that AFK Journey does pretty well, is they have like all their markets in a row pretty much in the Emporium, including the spending. The spending is in the same tab as everything else, so you can easily switch from spending to not spending tabs and make people curious to spend by putting them all in the same area. But the difference is there are, like I said, walking around. So there's certain little things that you have to walk to or go to. for the some things to see, which I think is okay because like it's just being immersive. But yeah, I like that suggestion, and I'm looking forward to see how they maybe combine a couple shops. I wish King Arthur would do the same. All right, there's a couple comments about the trade hall stuff here. Having at least one blue trade item at the time of level 3. Multiple people commenting with this as well because you're just locked until you randomly get a blue trade item again, which might not be as likely because you've moved on to higher rarities, right? So they're just saying if blue trade item is a must, then make it like at least have them be available so we could complete it, right? That makes sense. So they said we're already planning to improve this. That's good. All right, and that kind of sums up everything, I think, pretty well. Lots to unpack there. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.